Hey there, friends. How's it going? I'm back again. Well, life got a little bit demanding this past few months. So, to keep it simple, why? Basically, we are still in the process of adjusting to our new life here in Canada. Before we proceed, let me introduce myself again. Hey, my name is Kimmy. My family and I moved here in Canada from the Philippines in December 2022. Our immigration pathway is through DIY express entry with provincial nomination from the province of Saskatchewan. If you were interested to know about my process, list of requirements and fees, I have the links of those videos on the description below. Before we proceed with today's video, I would like to start off with a few disclaimers. First is I did go through the immigration process as DIY or do-it-yourself, meaning no agencies, no consultants, just direct application. Yes, that is 100% possible. You can get approved while doing DIY application. You just need to have a lot of patience and do a ton of research for everything. But if you would be using agencies or immigration consultants, I think that would be better. That saves you off the hassle of not knowing what to do, because there would be someone else. There is an expert that will help you on your immigration process. But personally, I just did DIY because I thought it would save me money. So yeah, that's just it. And so next, I am not in any way, shape, or form an immigration consultant, an immigration expert, or anything near that. I am just doing this video. The very reason why I am creating this video is just to share my experience, the things that I did, the things that I learned from my own research, and from what I know from the shared experiences of other immigrants or applicants that I have talked to. So yeah. I will also try to explain everything in English on this video because aside from my fellow kababayans from the Philippines, hello, we have friends who watch my videos from India, Nepal, a few from the Middle East, Indonesia, and US and Canada. So hello to you guys. Thank you for watching my videos, and super thank you to those who have subscribed. I truly appreciate it. So with those being said, let's go straight on to our topic today. When applying for immigration, and if you are claiming for points, or you need to present your work experience or credentials, more often than not, we get confused on what we should specifically submit. Compared to birth certificates, passports, and transcript of records, for example, these are documents that you know right away what these documents are, because it's just straightforward what the document is, right? But for work experience or credentials, well, there is a straightforward list of or description of what we can submit as proof. I understand that there may be some sort of confusion to what specific documents to provide. So based on my application, let us break down the requirements for work experience credentials for my immigration process. I am transferring you to this view because I need my laptop. I need my cheat sheet for this to discuss everything on this one. So going back. Based on my application, let us break down the requirements for work experience credentials. So yeah, the Saskatchewan government requires that I have at least 1 year of full-time paid work experience in my intended occupation. For express entry, as I am under the category of federal skilled worker, I need to have 2 years of full-time work experience related with the NOC in my application. Now, the requirement on work credentials may vary depending on your pathway. You must check the years of experience needed, and if your job experience meets the qualifications set by IRCC or the program that you are applying for. In simple words, review if you are qualified on the pathway that you are applying. So before anything else, make sure that you know what's required on yours and that you meet the requirement when you proceed with your application. Because if you don't and you still continue with your application, you'll just end up with a refusal or denial on your application, and that would just be a waste of time, waste of your hopes, and waste of the fees that you've paid. Basically, waste of money, time, and effort. So yeah. Going back on the requirement on my application, since SINP and Express Entry has different requirements on years of experience, what I did is I made sure that I meet the highest credential needed, which is the requirement for Express Entry. This is just to basically keep things simple and easy on my part when I am uploading the documents online or on the submission of my requirements. Because by doing so, I am only maintaining the same requirements, meaning what I uploaded on my SINP profile are the exact same documents that I will be submitting to my Express Entry profile. Diving in on the list of requirements, again, this may vary depending on the pathway you are in, but in general, the common requirement and the best way to prove your work experience is to provide a reference document that is officially printed on the company's letterhead, signed by the management. And you can supplement it with government documents that will support your claim or prove your work experience. Basically, what this says is that your proof of experience must be an official document from your company or from your past job, should be prepared or printed in the company's letterhead that specifies your job description, duties, responsibilities, and regular working hours, or just indicate if it's a full-time employment. It must also be signed by the company's officers, may it be your supervisor, manager, HR department, or any executive. Examples of this are a signed job offer, employment contract, certificate of employment, pay slips, letter of promotion or letter of appointment if you have any, and letter of commendations. In any case, if you did not keep a copy of these documents and you don't want your current work to know that you're applying for immigration, you should still be able to request a copy of these from your HR department. If they ask you what this is for, you can just tell them you want to keep a personal copy, or think of any other alibi that you think that they will believe, or just simply tell them the truth. So simply tell them that I am trying to apply for an opportunity in Canada. That's why I'm asking for these documents. I believe most companies would be understanding if you're wanting to look for opportunities outside the country, because who wouldn't want greener opportunities, right? So for government documents to support your work experience, you can submit certified true copies of your income tax filing documents, payments, or returns. As much as possible, we should submit all the requirements that would indicate all of the required information specified on the application guidelines of our pathway. But what if you don't have any of the official company documents for one of your work experiences, or any of your work experiences? Because I have read a few concerns with this one. What you can do is you can request a colleague, or you can request directly from your immediate superior to write and sign you a letter of reference which states that you or this colleague has been working with you. Specify both of your job descriptions, how you were related at work. It must briefly specify the duties that match your NOC in your application. With that one, you should also provide the contact references for this colleague, and if possible, if you can include a business card with it of that colleague, then that would be good. And if you have this printed on the company's letterhead, it would be better. If you can have that one notarized, if you say you have this letter of reference already, it would be best if you can have it notarized. That would be better, because that will just prove that this is a legal or official document, something like that. You just really have to prove and provide a legitimate and truthful document to prove that you had that work experience. Another challenge may also be that you are no longer working for the company that you want to declare work experience from. You can first try to communicate with the HR department from your past work and request for a certificate of employment for the years or duration that you have been working with the company. Ask them to specify what is necessary. If this is possible, or if this is not possible, maybe you have a friend or a colleague that still works from the company. Maybe you can ask a favor and request a letter of reference from that colleague. And for payslips, I read on some Facebook groups that there are still companies that do not provide payslips. If your salary is deposited into your bank account, what you can do is, if your bank account has an online banking feature where you can download transaction records, you can provide that one. Or you may go directly to your bank and request for a statement that will show that you regularly receive your salary from this company. For statement of accounts, this would be easy if your company's name is shown on the bank's transaction logs. I know this doesn't meet the requirements, or this doesn't specify your job details or your job description, but with this payslip, you can use this one as a supporting document that you have been regularly receiving salary from this company which you had job experience from. There may be other more challenges that you have with providing work references depending on your situation. But just remember, when you are preparing for this requirement, you need to provide a truthful document, a traceable document, and there must be there must be a way to verify the truthfulness of the document that you will be submitting. In my application, 10 years of my working experience is from one company, but I handled multiple positions throughout the years. So the first thing that I did was to compile all the company documents that I have from 2010, which was the year that I started working. So on my file, I had a copy of my employment contract, so I submitted that one. I found my income tax return documents, though I am missing half of it. Probably I didn't bother to file those, but basically I just have, I think, 5 income tax returns for different years. I had a certificate of employment, which was intended for a home loan application. Yes, it isn't related to my immigration, but I submitted it nonetheless. A copy of my notice of promotion. I also had a copy of a certification of company vehicle assignment. I submitted that too. I also submitted a copy of my company ID. I just thought that maybe this could be a supplemental proof. But yeah, aside from what I had, I still requested for a certificate of employment with my job history for that 11 years with this company. I honestly told the HR department that it was for my immigration application, and they specifically placed that or specified that in that document. So yeah, I'll show you a sample. My job history is listed, and then the purpose of that certificate of employment is for my immigration application. So in my application, I declared a total of 12 years of working experience. So the remaining 1 year was from the next company that I have worked for, and I have a copy of the job offer and my employment contract, and those were the documents that I submitted as proof of employment. Just a side story, I only worked for this company for a year, then I had to leave because we got approved for immigration. I was happy that we are moving to Canada soon, but at that time I was also sad to leave my work. It was a heavy feeling for me, but yeah, I was definitely excited for Canada. Get what I mean? But yeah. And that's it, friends. I hope you find this video helpful, even if I was a bit all over the place on explaining some things. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can leave it at the comments below. I forgot. For those who want to send me messages, I'll leave my email address on the description below. And I'm truly sorry for those messages in my messenger that I wasn't able to reply to. Honestly, I lost some. Some messages were pushed down. This is just really a me problem. I couldn't keep up with my messenger. But yeah, I think I can better manage replying to emails rather than doing messenger stuff. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!